Not all Spider-Men are heroes in the traditional sense. Across the multiverse, there exist versions of Spider-Man who are brutal, unhinged, corrupted, or weaponized far beyond Peter Parker's original moral code. In this video, we're ranking the most dangerous versions of Spider-Man based on raw power, lethality, combat effectiveness, and moral limits, or lack thereof. We begin not with Peter Parker, but with the Spider-Men who represent what happens when responsibility is warped, trauma festers unchecked, or power is wielded without restraint. Every version in this list is canon within Marvel continuity, whether from alternate universes, what-if, stories, or official multiverse designations. This ranking is based on combat feats, threat level to others, moral code violations, kill count or destructive potential. This is not a popularity contest. These are the Spider-Men who pose a legitimate threat to others, including the Marvel Universe itself. Let's begin with the least lethal, and build up to god-tier monsters in spider skin. Number 15. Assassin Spider-Man, Earth 8351. In this reality, Peter Parker was trained by Wolverine and became an assassin for the government. First appearing in Exiles number 67, this version has no qualms about killing. He uses lethal force, blades, and modified webbing. What makes him dangerous isn't just his skill, but the fusion of Peter's intellect with Logan's ruthlessness. He retains all standard Spider-Man abilities, wall crawling, enhanced strength, agility, and spider sense, but adds combat tactics, stealth, and an actual kill record. His personality remains stable, but his moral line is gone. When you weaponize Spider-Man's agility and genius with a military kill doctrine, you get a highly efficient executioner. Number 14. Zombie Spider-Man, Marvel Zombies. From Marvel Zombies number 1, 2005, this Peter Parker becomes infected with a zombie virus. Initially guilt-ridden, he ultimately loses all humanity. After consuming Mary Jane and Aunt May, his emotional restraint collapses. He retains his full powers and intelligence, but now uses them purely to hunt and devour. Alongside other zombified heroes, he destroys planets, participating in galactic-level genocides. While not the most strategic, he is biologically unstoppable and completely devoid of a conscience. Number 13. Spider-Man Rain, Old Man Parker. In Spider-Man Rain, we see a dystopian future where an aged Peter is manipulated back into action. Traumatized by Mary Jane's death, caused by radiation exposure from years of intimacy with his radioactive body, this Peter becomes deeply unstable. He kills brutally and efficiently when pushed. His spider powers have aged but remain lethal. The psychological damage and desperation make him dangerous not just physically but ideologically, especially when manipulated by authoritarian regimes. This is a Peter Parker who knows loss intimately and acts without hesitation. Number 12. Ghost Spider, Earth 11638. On Earth 11638, Peter Parker becomes the Ghost Spider after merging with Bruce Banner's spirit and learning mystical martial arts. This version uses astral projection, magical weaponry, and spiritual energy alongside his traditional spider powers. He has no issue exercising or destroying other beings, and at one point tries to replace Earth 16 Peter by force. Ghost Spider represents a Peter who is both mystically empowered and morally compromised. His metaphysical enhancements make him a threat not just in physical space, but also across planes of existence. Number 11. Patton Parnell, Edge of Spider-Verse number 4. This disturbing variant is a twisted version of Peter Parker who behaves more like a predator than a hero. Patton Parnell experiments on animals, exhibits stalker-like tendencies, and becomes a literal human-spider hybrid. After being bitten by a radioactive spider, he transforms into a monstrous creature that implants eggs into his victims. Patton doesn't just kill, he tortures, hunts, and spreads. His power set is rooted in body horror, and his psychology is closer to a serial killer than a superhero. Easily one of the most terrifying Spider-Men ever imagined. Number 10. The Spider, Earth 15. The Spider is Peter Parker crossed with Frank Castle, Operating on Earth-15, this version is a cold-blooded killer and a founding member of the multiversal villain team, the Weapon X Squad. He wears a suit similar to 616 Peter, but his methods involve firearms, executions, and zero empathy. He fights and kills other Spider-Men without hesitation, making him one of the most aggressive and lethal multiverse variants. The Spider answers to no higher code and views heroism as a weakness. Number 9. Man-Spider 616 Mutation Arc. While technically a mutation rather than an alternate universe, the Man-Spider represents what happens when Peter's DNA begins reverting to a more primal, arachnid form. Seen most notably in the 1990s animated series and comics like Spider-Man Unlimited, this transformation turns him into a hulking, uncontrollable monster with multiple arms and no language. Man-Spider lacks Peter's intelligence and control, relying on instinct and overwhelming physical force. He's a threat to civilians, allies, and villains alike, a tragic figure, but extremely dangerous. Number 8. Superior Spider-Man, Otto Octavius in Peter's body. When Otto Octavius swaps minds with Peter Parker in Amazing Spider-Man numbers 698 to 700, he becomes the Superior Spider-Man. Retaining Peter's powers but bringing Otto's ruthlessness, efficiency, and ego, this version becomes a hyper-aggressive vigilante. He nearly takes over the criminal underworld, invents advanced technology, and violently dispatches villains with no concern for ethics. While he eventually learns humility, the early phase of Superior Spider-Man was authoritarian, calculating, and willing to kill. Number 7. Spider-Carnage, Earth 9839. A fusion of Peter Parker and the Carnage symbiote, this version embodies the worst-case scenario of Spider-Man's rage merged with Cletus Casady's madness. Introduced in the 1990s, Spider-Man, the animated series, Spider-Carnage possesses all of Peter's powers amplified by the symbiote's shape-shifting, durability, and savagery. He attempts to destroy the entire multiverse using a bomb that destabilizes dimensional fabric. Stopped only through emotional manipulation, he is one of the most existentially threatening Spider-Men ever. Number 6. SpiderMan Prime, Earth 2149, Marvel Zombies. An evolved version of zombie Spider-Man, Spider-Man Prime retains his intelligence and cosmic awareness even after zombification. By absorbing cosmic powers, he becomes nearly unstoppable and eventually helps devour entire worlds alongside Galactus-level threats. While not evil in a traditional sense, his hunger-driven destructiveness is apocalyptic. He can fly, emit cosmic blasts, and resist even God-tier attacks. Number 5. Cosmic Spider-Man, Captain Universe. When Peter Parker is temporarily bonded with the Unipower, Enigma Force, he becomes Captain Universe in Spectacular Spider-Man 158 to 160. This version has molecular manipulation, energy projection, and near-omniscient awareness. He defeats foes like the Grey Hulk with ease and resists reality-warping attacks. Though Peter retains his moral compass, the sheer scale of his power means one misstep could obliterate cities, or worse. Number 4. Weapon 8, Earth TRN 590. In an alternate timeline created for Infinity Wars, Peter Parker is combined with the Weapon X program, essentially merging Spider-Man with Wolverine. He becomes Weapon 8, with retractable claws, adamantium-laced bones, healing factor, and berserker rage in addition to standard spider powers. This hybrid is one of the most lethal combatants imaginable, combining Peter's agility with Logan's savagery. His sense of mercy is minimal, and his durability makes him near impossible to stop. Number 3. Inheritor-consumed Spider-Man, Earth 001 Absorption. In some timelines, Spider-Men are absorbed or corrupted by the Inheritors, cosmic vampires who hunt spider totems across the multiverse. A corrupted or possessed Peter Parker becomes a living weapon for multiversal predators. While not always acting of free will, these Spider-Men possess cosmic strength and multiversal predation abilities, capable of hunting other spider totems with surgical efficiency. Number 2. Spider-God Totem, Earth-001 Ritual Ascension. In Spider-Verse, it is revealed that Spider-Men are part of a mystical web of life and destiny. Certain versions ascend beyond human limitations, becoming spider gods. These forms are connected to the Great Web and are capable of manipulating fate, destiny, and interdimensional threads. A Peter Parker who embraces his full totemic potential could transcend time, space, and mortality. These god-tier forms are more concept than flesh. Number 1. The Other, Spider-Beast form. In The Other, Evolve or Die, Peter undergoes a brutal transformation after being killed and resurrected by spider deities. He emerges with enhanced senses, organic stingers, night vision, venomous bites, and animalistic instincts. Unlike Man-Spider, Peter retains control but becomes a predator. This version hunts and kills Morlun, a being who had previously destroyed other Spider-Men. He embraces the darker primal side of the spider totem and becomes the ultimate apex predator within the web. While not cosmic in scale, The Other is terrifying because it's fully Peter, embracing power without restraint, yet still calculated and purposeful. He is no longer just a hero, he is a predator, and nothing can stop him. Spider-Man is typically seen as the everyman hero, the street-level protector. But across the multiverse, variations of Peter Parker have proven that even the most noble spirit can be twisted, corrupted, or unleashed. These versions remind us that power without accountability, trauma without healing, or genius without conscience can lead to terrifying outcomes. Let us know in the comments which Spider-Man you think is the most dangerous, and which one you'd least want to meet in a dark alley. If you liked the video, please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.